transitioning to Pensacola, UWF. And when I was hearing that principle, I was like, man, that's pretty serendipitous almost. How it's like right on my birthday. It's about that. But the thing about it that I think that I can draw from is I attempted, I prayed that in my time here, as I do go on, and won't be gone for long, in 2 hours, I can come right back whenever I feel like in the yellow bar garden. But in my time that I was here, I just prayed that I did make an impact, that I did leave the youth council better off than it was, I did leave my community better than it was. And I know that I have, not in any way of being boastful of myself, but because after me, y'all got that one. It's president. Like, she gonna demolish it, so it's all good. I ain't even tripping about one. But creativity, to me, and the principle of it, it goes a bit further than just saying leave it better. You got to have the courage to leave it better, because they say the first one through the wall always gets bloodiest. You know, you got to be willing to be that one, to do something different. You got to know that you have something in you that needs to be expressed, and you can't be fearful of what other people may say. Not to take y'all to church or anything like that. Remember, Moses, he had to fight with people, not because he was wrong, but because God hadn't spoken to him yet. God told him what to do. But sometimes God done told you, and he ain't tell nobody else because he wants them to see you do it. You got to go do it. He ain't going to tell them. He done told you. So even on this thing, I stepped out on faith in it. And it's been the best time I've had in Panama City. And I swear these last 2 years have been so amazing. That's what I'm really going to miss. I ain't gonna I'm going to miss everybody, man. And like I said, yeah. So creativity. The piece I'm going to do is called Beetlejuice. And yeah, it has nothing to do with what you think it does. It's nothing to do. Matter of fact, I'll just go ahead and explain because I don't have time to end. Beetlejuice is a super red giant star. Actually, I believe it's a brown. No, it's a red giant. Yeah. And basically, Beetlejuice is so big that if you were to take Beetlejuice and place it at where the sun is right now, it would extend past Mercury, past Venus, past the Earth, all the way to the exoplanet or the planetoid Pluto. It goes beyond, it's so big that it would take up our entire solar system. That's how big it is. Okay? Imagine something that huge. Now here's the cool thing about that. It's been here way longer than y'all have, and y'all probably know nothing about it until I said that. Now, that's not a knock to you, that's just a knock to how I was saying. Sometimes stuff already exists, and it's just as powerful and as big and as great as it will ever be, whether or not you know it or not. But once you know it, it requires you to act on that knowledge. When you know there's stuff in the universe that big, it requires you to think about the small stuff in a whole different way. It requires you to think about yourself in a whole different way. And it requires you to ask yourself, knowing that we're composed of the same simple space dust that compose Beetlejuice, and the fact that Beetlejuice is so far away that astronomers believe that at any moment, because it already has blown up, when it blows up, it will be as bright as any other object in the night sky. It's already blown up. It's already happened. We haven't seen it yet. Sometimes creativity happens, and it's happened nearly 500 million years ago. But it might take for y'all a minute to understand it. And I pray that what happened here, as far as the supernova that we've had with the Youth Council, the community may not understand it just yet, but just know it happened, and whenever they do feel it, it's going to be great. Because we've only started a seed here, as far as what this community will be able to see and do just because of the Youth Council. People like Keisha Sarabon, people like Ms. Shelley Clark, Ashley and David, all of us. So it's just my prayer that we can embrace those things which may not seem to be understandable as of yet, but just pretty soon you'll understand. And that was a big, long definition of a little